Hi guys.
Hi everyone.
And Ariella says hi, she's just eating.
Like every other little child, she has a bottle in her mouth. Guys, before we even start, we kind of have some big news. We're going to start a little bit more social media type of things. That's not really English, but you guys understood what I'm saying. We are going to be starting a brand new Facebook group, Instagram, and Twitter account. We will be leaving those links below. We don't know how active we're going to be on those. We're going to try being super active, especially when we're traveling. But it's a way that you guys can interact with us a little bit more. Not only just watching our videos, but interacting a little bit more. Seeing, posting photos, comments, and whatnot. Kind of looking forward to that.
Yep. So today, since we're stuck in quarantine, we are on day 38 of quarantine.
I'm glad you kept. I had no idea what number we were on. I lost count.
I looked it up. We decided to talk about the things that we miss at Disney right now. Because Disney's closed, we don't know when they're opening again, and there are just certain things that we miss and we're reminiscing about. So we broke it up into different categories, just to kind of keep it very vague, because we could go on and on about what we miss at Disney. So first we're going to talk about our favorite ride. My favorite ride that I miss is the People Mover. I miss the People Mover because it's just so easygoing. You can see you can see most of Magic Kingdom, you can see the castle, and just kind of relax and enjoy it. And it's not like a thrill ride. Not everyone thinks of the People Mover first. I just love it so much.
More importantly, the better of the two rides, Haunted Mansion is my pick.
Rude.
Not rude. It is
Rude.
one of the best rides. I know that there's a huge following for Haunted Mansion too, because I follow groups on Facebook that are specific for Haunted Mansion fans like myself. They put merchandise on there, they talk about the ride, what their favorite part of it is. People make wallpaper from the ride itself. I love Haunted Mansion. If you guys can't tell, almost on every Disney trip, even the one that we just went to Disneyland, I compared Disney World and Disneyland's Haunted Mansion, and I just love Haunted Mansion.
The next category, I decided to do food. Not a restaurant, just a specific dish that we like. And I'll let you go first this time.
So, for all of you guys who have been watching our channel for a while, you guys know that I found my new favorite restaurant and a new favorite dish at Rose and Crown. It is the salmon that's there. I absolutely love their salmon there.
It's the pan-roasted Scottish salmon, I think.
Honestly, I think I had, what did I have? Shepherd's pie one time while we were there, and I didn't like it, so I sent it back. I think we had made a video on that also. And I wound up trying the salmon out of a suggestion for Amy, and Amy literally just kind of went like this and said, try that. And I tried it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And for all of you guys who have been watching, I'm an extremely picky eater, so for me to find something that I like, it's got to be good.
My favorite meal is actually something that I had bites of his when we had it, is the nachos at Pecos Bill. I love them because they're customizable. Josh and I have very different tastes when it comes to certain foods, nachos being one of them. So we can go into Pecos Bill and you get a huge portion, and there's there's a toppings.
She's
bar.
excited too.
She's excited to go. There's a toppings bar, and
which by the way is completely unlimited. You can just keep putting as much on there.
It's great, and
not to cut her off, but that's for all you guys that are going there on a tighter budget, going to Disney. Try eating the nachos at Pecos Bill, because honestly, for the amount that you're paying for, you're getting a lot of food.
And you can, they do have a toppings bar at Cosmic Rays as well. Sorry, food break. They do have a toppings bar at Cosmic Rays, but I like Pecos Bill because I just like the nachos. The Mexican is a little different than the burgers and fries that Cosmic Rays has, and chicken sandwiches. And they do have a wide variety of menu. When we went, I got actually a burger and he got nachos. But one of the people we went with, they got roasted veggie nachos. So it had squash and zucchini on it. So there's a huge variety, and I just love the toppings bar. I like that you can make it your own, and kids tend to eat more when they can make it their own and customize it.
The only negative thing I can think about Pecos, eating at specifically Pecos Bill, not the nachos, is trying to find a table.
Yes.
It is very, very hard, especially if you're going during a busy time of the year. It is very hard to find a table. So if you're going with I'm going to say more than one person type of group, send one person to go order the food, or maybe one or two people to get the food, and send maybe another person to go hunt for a table. It is very hard, and it's going to be more like Chip trying to jump up. No, it's going to be more like you're going to be standing there and literally scouting, and then the second you start seeing one or two people starting to get off their table and starting to, you know, clean your table, you gun it for that table. That's the one piece of advice if you guys ever eat there. Make sure you guys, you know, can find a table.
The next thing that we miss, which hotel we miss the most. So if you guys have been watching our Disney trips, when we go on trips, we go visit different hotels, either for food or to, you know, to get different transportation. But we always visit different hotels, and we always try to stay somewhere new each time.
So like even our last video, when we actually, not last video, but the last time we actually went to any Disney area, when we went to Disneyland, we stayed at 2 different hotels. Granted, it was because we were switching from us paying for cash and using our DVC points, but we still like to try different hotels, different experiences, different angles, so to speak.
My favorite hotel is the Polynesian. We try to go visit the hotel at least every time we're there. I just love everything about it. The room, the atmosphere, the smells, the food. We always try to at least eat there. If we can't eat there, we go just to, you know, go on the beach or to go to the gift shop. We'll get Dole Whips there. It's just, I love it.
I mean, another, you know, tidbit for what Amy actually just said, every time we go to Disney properties, we always try staying at a new hotel to get a new experience. Our home resort for DVC is the Polynesian, which is why probably Amy fell in love with it so much.
Yes.
But besides that, we always try going somewhere new. I mean, like even a Disneyland trip that we went back in October, we stayed at 2 different hotels. Granted, we went from paying from cash to using our DVC points, but we still enjoy trying different hotels, different experiences from those hotels. My favorite hotel, I'm actually going to split. Multiple reasons why. One, I don't have footage of the first hotel, but second, because of the experience that I had there. My first choice, or what I'll say out of both of the choices, is Art of Animation. I really, really enjoy being on Disney property. So being immersed in a hotel that is themed after Disney movies, really, I really rather enjoy those types of hotels compared to something that you don't even remember you're even on Disney property. I just really like the theming there. But with that being said, one of our more recent trips that we went to was at Wilderness Lodge at Disney World. I really like going also on vacation and enjoying luxury. For me, Wilderness Lodge was pretty luxurious. I mean, I compare Wilderness Lodge, honestly, to the Contemporary. Not Bay Lake, because we haven't stayed at Bay Lake, so I can't compare it. But we have stayed at Contemporary. And again, never stayed there, but also Grand Floridian. I really do feel like those hotels are more luxurious than the average hotels that are on property. But again, if I really had to choose between anything, even though it's further away from Magic Kingdom, I still like Art of Animation a lot.
So next is the parks that we miss the most. For me, it's gotta be Epcot without all of the construction. I just love walking around Epcot. My favorite is World Showcase. Just all the different food and the shops and everything. I just love it so much. I'm excited to see what changes are gonna be made. Maybe it won't be my favorite park anymore. Maybe it will skyrocket, I don't know. But right now it's definitely Epcot. I love being able to stroll through, try the different foods, the snacks, especially during a festival.
So for me, it's actually Magic Kingdom. If you can't tell, because every time I'm filming, it's mostly all Magic Kingdom. Like, I'm all about Magic Kingdom. One of the main reasons why, if you ask someone who is not a Disney nut like we are, when you think of Disney World, what do you think of? You think of Cinderella Castle, you think of Main Street. That to me is more iconic is looking at the castle. I mean, there's been footage that I've gotten of Amy like going, "Oh, my castle," like jumping up and down. I just like Magic Kingdom. It immerses you more, again, like I was talking about the hotel part. It immerses you in the world of Disney, which is why I love Magic Kingdom, because it deals more with fantasy and the idea of when you're watching a Disney movie, things like that. It's just screams Disney.
It's the classic.
It's the classic. So the next thing the next
category
is entertainment. Now, if you guys can't tell by the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times that I've said how much I love Happily Ever After. It was Wishes, but now it's Happily Ever After. I absolutely love the fireworks there. I love the illusions on the castle. Amy absolutely loves that the castle talks. I just love how great and how much time and effort it goes in. I mean, we've seen a couple of videos that have shown like the behind the scenes of it, how they have a small little model and they show the illusion on the castle and everything. I really love Happily Ever After a lot.
I also was going to pick Happily Ever After, but I knew Josh would. So I wanted
She knows me all too well.
I wanted to pick something different. So I picked Fantasmic. I just love that opening number with Mickey. It just like gets me moving and grooving. I love it so much. And I know how hard that show has got to be to put on for cast members, because in the last like 2 minutes of the show, Mickey has 3 different outfits in the last 5 minutes. So that's got to be really hard for the cast members to do all those costume changes.
What are you talking about? It's the same Mickey.
I know. Mickey's got to change his outfit 3 different times.
I know, but
that's got to be hard. And there's just so many characters that come together, and so many, people behind the scenes, and I can't imagine how hard that is to put on. And I just love Fantasmic.
I will also say this, as far as Fantasmic, as like how hard it is. When we went to Disneyland in October, and I was able to see how they utilize their space in Disneyland compared to Disney World. When you go to Fantasmic in Disney World, the theater that you're in, that's all they do is Fantasmic. When you're at Disneyland, they have other things going on before they use that area for Fantasmic.
So the next category, I kind of threw in a miscellaneous category. Just that one random thing that when you go to Disney, you love. It makes you happy, makes you smile.
Makes her very happy, as you could tell.
Makes you warm on the inside. Gives you that good, warm, gooey feeling. For me, that is the Magical Express. When Josh knows that as soon as we get on the plane, I'm eager. But the moment we get off that plane, I bolt. I run. There is no stopping me.
There is stopping you when you're trying to figure out which bus to get onto.
For those of you who know the Orlando airport, as soon as you come down the elevators from the main concourse where the like fake monorails join, it's a very long walk to the Magical Express.
And a couple of escalators.
Most of the time, I'm running that. I'm jogging that. And Josh is like, Amy, walk. Amy, walk. The entire walk there. Josh is just like, Amy, you need to walk. You need to calm down. You need to slow down.
Because you know why one of the problems is getting your bags and stuff like that? You're running and you still have to wait for your bags anyway.
Well, no, but sometimes we have them pick up our bags. And then I really get to run. But as soon as we get there, it's like, it's the first Magic Band swipe. It's the first time you come in contact with a cast member. You get on that bus and they say, welcome home. And then you get to watch the video. And then you go under the arch. And then you're at your hotel and you've literally started your Disney vacation before you're on Disney property. And it just, for some reason, that makes me so happy and gives me the ooey gooey warm feelings. And I love it. Literally, when I talk to Josh and he's like, we're like, oh, what do you miss? Or, what are you looking forward to? I'm like, the Magical Express. I just want to go on the Magical Express. The last time we went, we stayed with a friend who picked us up at the airport. The whole time I was like, but there's no bus. But there's no Magical
She
Express.
could have been picking us up in a bus.
Like,
just saying.
I was like, there's no Magical Express. This isn't a Disney vacation. Go back, rewind.
So for me, we have a lot of friends that are cast members in Disney. We really don't see them a lot face to face before all this quarantine stuff happened. So for us, let me rephrase that. For me, my biggest miscellaneous thing that I absolutely miss about Disney is seeing my friends that work at Disney. You guys have seen a bunch of them in some of our past, clips. For me, I get to reconnect with my friends that I haven't seen in months or sometimes even close to a year. I miss all of my friends down there, so it really is cool to not only go and see them and hang out with them, but it's also cool to see Disney through their eyes, just as much as they've even told it for us to see Disney through someone who's visiting there and doesn't work there. We both feed off of each other because they're experts, because they're there every single day at work and blah, blah, blah. But for us, we're only going there, for that week. So they're able to go on vacation looking at us through our eyes, and we're able to see the behind the scenes, so to speak, through a cast member's eyes. So that's why for me, I miss my friends a lot, meeting them in Disney.
And then we wanted to add just a special touch to the video. This is actually Josh's idea. Our overall favorite memory of a past trip that we've had.
So for me, this is, I think I've said this in other videos. I honestly don't remember what video we've said this in. I think when we were just dating, I think it was actually our first trip in Disney, it really solidified how much Amy loved Disney. We were staying at a Contemporary Hotel, and we were on a bus to go from Contemporary to Hollywood Studios. It was Amy and I and a family of, I want to say, like 6 or 7 people, and they were trying to discuss what rides they should get fast passes for, what rides they should go on first, and Amy kind of was rocking back and forth, and then all of a sudden she goes, listen, I don't mean to be rude, but if you go and you get fast passes for this ride, you're going to realize you're not going to need a fast pass, but then you're going to want that fast pass for a ride like Rock and Roller Coaster, that you actually need that fast pass. She literally reorganized this family's vacation for this day. The entire day she did it. We got off the bus, didn't see them until about 4 or 5 o'clock, and we just randomly bumped into them. Came up to Amy and said, oh my gosh, thank you so much. If we would have done what we wanted to do, it would have killed the entire day. We would have wasted our fast passes. They realized that what Amy was telling them was really helpful. For me, the reason why this is my favorite memory is because it really solidified the first time that I saw for Amy how important Disney really is to her. And honestly, I was not the Disney nut. She was, and she converted me. But it really showed how much she was in her element. And I know I've said it in other videos, but I love seeing that Amy's in her element.
And my favorite memory is our pregnancy announcement, which was just last July. And now I actually get to hold the little nugget here.
And then hopefully, if Disney opens soon, hopefully we'll be going in February. Hopefully.
And maybe we'll be doing more videos of planning this time.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. We are trying to post more videos. The reason why we haven't posted in the last couple of weeks is because of the holidays that just came through.
And quarantine.
It has
been rough.
Yeah, it has been kind of rough, especially with the newborn. We are still going to try and do a video every single week, but if not, for those who have kids, you guys can understand it's kind of hard to work, do school, film.
Be a daycare, be a chef.
Be everything. So if we don't do it every single week, we apologize. We will try to do it every single week, but if not, at least you guys understand where we're coming from. Again, make sure you guys subscribe, like this video. Make sure you guys look in the description below and also in the about area for the links for our new social media pages. We haven't posted anything yet, but we will in the future. So if you guys want to know where we are in the parks, or if you guys want to see what our videos we just posted, whatever, make sure you guys follow us on those other Instagram, on those other social media platforms. Okay, guys? See you real soon.